Let us now talk about the next concept, and that is controllability or reachability or stabilizability. Okay. Let us look at the example that we had seen right in the first lecture of this course, and or well, not first lecture of module 2, where talked about a stirred tank heater. Okay. We said that we had two inputs, Fn and Q, and we had two states and two outputs, height and temperature. Okay. By changing flow rate, you can change both height and temperature, right, but by changing Q, you can only change the temperature, but you cannot change the height. Okay. So, this idea we will now go ahead and formalize into this concept of controllability, reachability and stabilizability, three related concepts, but still they are three different concepts. Okay, very closely related but slightly different concept. Most of the time you would hear the term controllability. Okay. Now, let us say that we only wanted to use one input. Let us say there are two systems, one is a stirred tank heater with only Fn as the input, another is a stirred tank heater with Q as an input. Okay. It is quite obvious that in the second system you can only control the temperature, but you will not be able to change the height just by using your Q as the input. Okay. If Fn changes, okay, there is no way you will be able to control the height. If I tell you that okay, right now the height is 1 meter, I want you to change the height to 1.2 meters using just Q, you will not be able to do it, right. Why is, if this was a 2 output 1 input system with or YY, okay, using Q, H is not reachable. What does therefore reachability mean? What reachability means is that you can find let x naught be any arbitrary point in the n dimensional space, okay. Let xf be any other arbitrary point in the n dimensional space. If you can find a set of input moves to take your system from x naught to xf, in finite number of steps, okay, the system is reachable. Okay. If you can take the system from any arbitrary this to origin, okay, then the system is controllable. Okay. Both these cases you have to take them in finite number of steps. Yeah, deviation variable. Pretty much we left non-deviation variables after module 2 or after the first lecture of module 3. After that we have absolutely not talked about regular variables. You can always convert everything from regular to deviation variables. Okay. Most of the theories are if it's not, see, it cannot be a non-deviation variable, right. So, if you look at this, okay, what is its equilibrium point with u0? The equilibrium point without any inputs is the origin, okay, and if you consider most physical systems, origin is not where their equilibrium is reached. H is not equal to 0, T is not equal to 0. In fact, T equal to 0, 0 kelvins is not even possible to reach as of today. Okay. But if you can take then the system is stabilizable. Okay. So, question, is the system defined in case 1, do you think it is reachable? No, right, all of you here, okay, because with Q you cannot take it to any arbitrary H, okay. Is the system controllable? Can you take it from any arbitrary H value to origin? H we can't bring back to 0. Yeah, we are only talking about the equation x k plus 1, I will put it in a different color. Okay, I have not added BDDK. So, changing the inlet valve to a different value is not permissible in this particular formulation. Okay, so there are no disturbances over here. We are only talking about quote unquote perfect systems right now. Okay, so let us say, so what do you mean by we go to an arbitrary initial condition? Let us say we have taken boiling water, 1 liter of it, dunked it in our tank. Because of that the height went from 1 meter to 1.1 meter, let us say, and the temperature went up from 50 degrees Celsius to say 60 degrees Celsius. Can you bring that system from 1.1 meters and 60 degrees Celsius back to 1 meter and 50 degrees Celsius in finite amount of time? No? Yes? You can only bring the temperature back by reducing the heater power and then bringing back the heater power to its original value. That is how you will bring the temperature back. Okay. So, you can bring the temperature back, but not the height. back in finite amount of time. So, this example, the system is not controllable. The question is the system stabilizable? Yeah, we have moved it away from steady state. If you have gone away from steady state, can I just dunked 1 liter of hot water in there, right? Take it away from steady. Yes, you can say that you have put in a disturbance. We don't call it a disturbance. We call it a different initial state, a non-origin initial state. So, the disturbance you are allowed to put is, you can, let me complete, then you can ask the question. The disturbance that is permissible is somehow by hook or by crook you move the system from the origin to a non-origin initial state. You are not allowed to put in continuous disturbances. So, that is the problem state, that is the definition. Okay, follow up question. That is the question that you have to answer in the next part, stabilizability. Yes, so question about stabilizability. If you put in that water and on its own the height comes back to 1 meter, the system is stabilizable. On its own it does not come back to 1 meter, okay, the system is not even stabilizable. So, is the system stabilizable? Lot of chemical engineers will say yes, non-chemical engineers will say no to this, okay. It really depends on how your H responds. So, for example, one of the things in chemical engineering that we do this height of water in tank, we will say that the outlet flow rate is going to depend on square root of height, okay. So, if the height increases, okay, the outlet flow rate will increase until the height goes back to 1 meter. If that is the system that you are looking at, the system is stabilizable. But let us say the outlet flow rate is being kept constant, is the system that we are looking at, okay, then this is an integrating system and the system will not be stabilizable, okay. So, with this example we could see that if you had both inlet flow rate and Q as manipulated variable, system will be reachable. A reachable system is always controllable and always stabilizable, okay. If you can take x naught to xf in a finite amount of time, you can always take it in infinite amount of time. If you can take it from x naught to an arbitrary xf in a finite amount of time, you can always take it from x naught to origin in finite amount of time. And if you can take it to origin in finite amount of time, you can always take it in infinite amount of time, okay. So, a system that is reachable is controllable and stabilizable, a system that is controllable is also stabilizable, okay. Now, if the system is stable, any system that is stable by definition is stabilizable. An asymptotically stable system is always stabilizable. What that means is x naught you have taken it somewhere, okay, you do not do anything with the system, it will on its own come back to origin. That is the definition of asymptotic stability, right. So, any system that is asymptotically stable is also stabilizable. It may or may not be controllable, okay.